Wow, at first he says, let's bring it on, so that's MAB Esports, and then suddenly he changed his prediction from Team Secret to KHI. Yes, I blew his cover. He actually picked Team Secret before this. So you Team Secret fans, you know what to do. Put in the comment section, ask Contra to change it for round number 5. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the PMPL. Of course, we are your casters for today. My name is Sir Cloud, together with Sis Jenny. And Sis Jenny,
Hello.
what do you make about the KHIS Contra's prediction? I think they're doing fairly okay today.
I think
Yeah.
sometimes being a caster and then when you jinx it is for the betterment. So hopefully KHI, this is actually a calling.
But, okay. Nevertheless, we're going to jump into our round number 4, ladies and gentlemen. And this is, of course, Rama. And do you notice the story put up by PUBG Mobile page, whereby they did a one, they asked Choo Choo, which server are you at? You notice that one?
I think I did.
Okay, you can check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, you can check it out as well in the PUBG Mobile social media. Don't forget to follow while you're there. Their Instagram, of course. So the admin asked, like, Choo Choo, which server are you at? So if people who follow, they probably know that Choo Choo is on the Master Malaysia side today. And her answer was like, find out, right? But you know what my answer would be? Try.
Like I said, it's all about the wits when it comes to Geek Fam, and it's really a good example. At least, you know,
Like
these
Virgil's
days.
a good example.
Yeah, I told you, look at his face.
Wow.
He has a model face, guys.
I mean, this is a package, right? Like you're playing at the Pro League. You have a model look. You know, it's about time that he gets a superstar status in Singapore or something. But he needs to beat Trix. He doesn't know that Trix is there though. So that's kind of interesting. So it's going to be 1v1. Trix gets the first preemptive shot. But then again, 50% health there onto Virgil. Can Virgil win this fight? Trix now 80% health. He has the high ground advantage, and Virgil is in trouble, but Trix is in trouble as well. 10% health left. And Virgil wins the fight with a VSS. He swapped the weapon at the last moment.
What? But just as we speak too early. That was a good cover, but it was a good CQC, man. That's a whole lot of statement. But Ares trying to fight back, but not good enough. I would say the point has already been seen. I'm also dodging as I'm talking about this, like as though the bullets is coming on towards me. But Ares trying to counter back the fire by Homeboys. What a good way of reflex.
You know, I felt so excited looking at that fight earlier on. I can feel the excitement, especially from he's being given the limelight. But I do agree, like supports, they don't get much mention. And I guess Stone is one of them. And I do agree Stone is a really good player. I just wonder, like, if everyone's as good, who's going to be the main lineup? But now let's check out who is the main lineup here for MAB as John goes down to Appy. And wow, I mean, John had that preemptive strike, but he still went down.
That's a good cover by Epi, man. I mean, this guy has a lot in his hands, but that's a good shot from Moki. It's not even a spray, it's just a few bullets, and he managed to get Pemburu knocked out. So this guy and Scar Ellen 3 times perfect, on point.
Absolutely good one. But unfortunately, John got caught out alone though. But Appy's waiting on the high ground, Moki on the low ground, but Appy goes down. And it's taken up by Calamity. Calamity, where did he come from?
They have opened up for MAB and they know better to do what it takes, but CLC, Clash Gorilla, taking down the entire Almighty, chasing them, not letting them get away. And this is what I meant by Gorilla, getting Gorilla. They are very angry.
So they go.
Emotional damage, that's what you like to say, right?
Emotional damage. You have to say it with the accent. But here we go. Voki goes down, and surprisingly, Voki is playing. I thought that Judo Alliance 4 Rivals, they are good enough with their original lineup, and now that he's playing, they seem to be kind of struggling. But okay, 1v2, can he actually do it? But it's going to be tough. I mean, he doesn't have the high ground advantage.
Back up on his feet. Back to Nexus. Getting a greeting from Geek Fam, and this is Miracle and Sonic. So we might just see his capabilities, but you know what? Team Secret is saying bye-bye, Damaso. You don't come in that early or that easy into our compound. So 1 man down for KHI, and they're not going to come into this compound, that's for sure.
And MAB got eliminated, so 3 elimination points, but then Nade out to Biu. There's no way they're going to be able to pick him up. That's a signal for Geek Fam to start to move in long, as well as Loyu still around. Dambu goes down, but now they try to trade, but Snipe will be taken out as well. Long coming in from behind, and Long will secure that elimination point, but before that, Long will need to recover himself. 10% of health left. First aid will be popped up by Long. Will he have enough time? He should be able to.
Oh, but there's 2 more players. Snappy is still in the
No!
area. Oh, with 1 more down, Sonic, this is your time to shine. Will you get that CQC ready? He's gonna come back from the back, but no, his life is super low. And that's a wipeout for GigFam.
But it's an amazing game for Long. I mean, he single-handedly took out 3 members from GigFam.
Why?
Biu went down as a bait. GigFam moving, but Long was there to take him down.
Oh dear. That was his time to shine, but maybe not yet, guys. So GigFam is already out. Now we are changing gears into Clutch Gorilla, who is taking one of the vantage point, at least in the circle right now. And they can have a fight with R2K. It's your time, guys.
Yeah, it's time for Clutch Gorilla as they take down 6. So that will be the first start for them. At the same time, we will be able to see the next circle. Both of these teams are currently in it. And the northern side is kind of empty. Funky goes down with the long range coming in from Harm. And now they start to trade between each other. But Clutch Gorilla, they will be able to pick up Funky.
Yeah, and look at Adib's getting information. That's very calm of him. He is not returning the fire as any time because he's just waiting for information. That's a very good disciplinary act, at least for an IGL. Echo, on the meantime, is trying to cover fire, cover his teammates from the back. He's not engaging anything, but Echo will try to tap onto Adib's.
Oh, Echo trying to find an opening into the circle. They have about 25 more seconds until the zone starts to close in. And Clutch Gorilla will be the immigration officer. Farang Legends as well. They are still in this, but they're on the lower ground as Helton goes down to Echo.
Ooh, but you know what? There is brothers and brothers again, dive beside one another. R2K is trying to get themselves into the circle, but Clutch Gorilla is saying no, no, no. Similarly to Legend, who is trying to rotate by the lower part. We can see the fight still going on. KHI slowly coming in, but kill feeds are coming in at the same time from different angles.
Wow, but talking about coming in, it's going to be SMG onto SEM9. And SEM9 now taking out SMG one by one. Jax tries to get one for himself, and Jax will be able to take down SMG as SMG struggles to win the fight against SEM9.
Ooh, one Perang still getting some kind of intel, taking one by one down, and the entire SMG goes down, snatching the fort. Ooh, I think he's using the M762 or something, a gun that had that. I had that skin.
Oh, wow. Yep, skin collectors in the house, ladies and gentlemen. But let's see if our skin collectors from Farang Legend able to win this fight to get themselves into the next circle as they fight against Clutch Gorilla. Leo now down to 10% of health, immediately uses first aid. They need to pick up Adilu at the same time, but will there be enough time? It's going to be a tough call here. Will they be able to pick up Adilu? I don't think so. It's going to be tough.
But R2K eliminated, trying to get from the back yet again. But these two brothers, again, neck on neck with one another. Legend, Farang Legend, and Clutch Gorilla. Very carefully, side by side. But KHI, good disciplinary act one more time. They are keeping quiet.
Adib's immediately looting the airdrop. And the good news is that he's in the circle, so it's kind of okay for him. Jimmy should be able to be picked up by Funky. Oh, no. Oh, wait, not too sure where Jimmy is at, but
Nope.
no, Jimmy will be taken out by Rex at the other day. But just look at the amount of teams at the southern side. There's like 4 teams really, really close by.
Yeah, and they have to connect with one another. The scrimmage that is going on here, they have to do it or not. And it's not a good sign for Clutch Gorilla because RSG is coming in strong this time and they are just clutching one another, one after another.
And not only that, Fredo was taken down. RSG, this could be their comeback round and they start to push in towards KHI. And KHI looks like one of them will be taken out. H2R will be the next victim. At the same time, RSG, 5 elimination points for them so far. So good.
Yes. Oh, you know what? KHI have been eliminated, so keeping quiet is not that good apparently. But these two teams, they've got to clear it quickly because the trouble is coming in. He's the only person alive. He's going to get spotted. He's going to finish it. But that's not it. That's not it.
Oh man, that was such a waste that Kim didn't notice that Funky was there and Kim was taken out. 1 more point for Clutch Gorilla as Farang Legends being eliminated and someone plays 2 elimination points for them.
Brothers in hand and they just eliminated side by side. RSG dominating this time. But Team Secret, not to forget, your I2K is still alive and up on neck with Team Hub. Showing the troubles. 1 more person left. The MC Spring on the hunt and wipe out back to the lobby for Team Hub.
Well, not too bad for Team Hawk. At least this time 6th place for them. So far, so good. But now we move over to Team Secret as the leader, Y2K, brings them into the final few circles. But there are other teams inside there as well. SEM9 is in the circle. NC is in the circle as well. The Nexus still hanging on with 4 team members to attack.
That is a free giveaway for Snappy. Managed to get one in the back, but Flex is coming in. But he's being spotted from a distance, getting shot from different angles, but that's a good reflex. Immediately going down. Kid is coming in strong, trying to comb in towards RSG. Now SEM9 in front.
They're sharing the same house together with SEM9, so it's going to be the El Clasico. iShot starts to find where his opponent is at, but cannot spot them out just yet. And iShot waiting for the right moment. Deb together with Putra going up against iShot, as well as Kid is going to be 2v2 in this matchup between the El Clasico teams.
Ooh, and yep, this is going to be a close combat. But that Molotov, look at Kid's life. He immediately goes out and going to rotate to a different angle. Now, Team Secret with Y2K, we can see colors and magic.
Here we go. Deb prepping up the nade. Will he be able to land it onto the team members from Team Secret? No, it will not land onto them. But wait a second. Wait a second. Y2K. How?
I think there's a vehicle.
Oh man. Those unlucky for Y2K.
Yep. But this is what it is. Close combat. Putra getting Kid. Lowest health. Kid's down. And I think this is going to be an advantage for SEM9. One more person left. And last, a few more hits. And back to the lobby for Team Secret.
And it's going to be SEM9 winning this against Team Secret. So last week it was Team Secret winning fights against SEM9. Now it's going to be the other way around. SEM9 still maintaining all 4 their team members. NC with only 2 left. And Genexus still with a full squad.
Wow, Genexus. They have been quite consistent for our 2 Mirama maps today.
I know, right? Wow. Yeah. Considering that last week wasn't their week, so far it's a decent first week for them.
11 eliminations.
Oh yeah, it's 11 eliminations. Where did it come from?
Crap. Wow.
Okay, 4 of them came from Gig Fam. That was the one that we saw earlier on, that Lung was the star player. But let's talk about that later on as Lung goes down. Drax with the long range coming in. The nade will be cooked up by Drax. He'll toss it to the left side where Loya and Stampy are in the same building, but it will not land onto them. The counter nade onto Drax. Drax down to 60% health. Prepping up a second nade. This could land onto Genexus as the nade explodes and Loyu goes down.
Now Loyu goes down, but Snappy's gonna get that revival. Drax and Manparang working hand in hand, but he's tanking a little bit of the damage for Drax, but still trying to find out information, keeping it cool, trying to figure out where the rest of SEM9 is.
Ooh, yeah, okay. SEM9 is now really spread out. We can see from the minimap, 2 on the southern side, 2 on the northern side. This is the best tactics here for SEM9 to play. But Genexus, they're starting to struggle. They're being pushed by SEM9, but SEM9, they are not going all out just yet. They know they have the circle. They do not need to rush in. They can just wait for Genexus to move forward.
But you know what? NC is playing a smart game. They can be the kingmaker this time.
Oh yeah. This is where whoever gets shot by NC and they counter back to NC,
there you go.
The other person will be able to do it. But look at this, Bill goes down to Magix and he has begun.
Yep, that's the one, the Kingmakers, and they are having the circle. So I would say Genexus have to eliminate or try to, they will have to eliminate SEM9 or vice versa. And SEM9, all of them are doing this reset game at this moment. All of them getting the circle, so it depends on who will push to one another.
Yeah, naturally, if you get a compound, you're just going to chill for now. And at this moment, SEM9 definitely has the upper hand, considering that the majority of their the numbers on the field at this moment. But Flex goes down to Long with the long range. Long will be traded out back, and NC will be taking 3rd place, 2nd place, 1st place up for grabs between SEM9 and Genexus.
Oh, so Kingmaker no more. But SEM9, good strategy like what Sir is saying. And now Genexus, they are trying to do revival, but not enough because Loyu is just up there and they are just going to push. Look at that. Drax is on the way to push already, and I think winner, chicken dinner, SEM9.
SEM9 back in the house. SEM9 on fire, as they call it. And this time around, they managed to get 11 elimination points. And Putra is back with 5 elimination points. This guy is still the record holder for a single most eliminations in a round. So nice to see him back in charge here with the most eliminations.
Home. So with that being said, let's have a look at the match rankings before we go down for our final match of the evening. We got 26 points in for SEM9, who's absolutely on fire. And they will be on the top place. There's only 1 point of difference between them as well as the Nexus. They have tallied up to 25 points, and it's all thanks to that 13th elimination points that they've garnered. And speaking of 13th, RSG comes in third place with 13 points for themselves. I did, of course, predicted that Team Secret will bounce back up, but I did change my vote because I want to see KHI. 12 points for them, while Taba NC will walk away with the 5th place finish with 11 points, 5 points in for Clutch Gorilla, 4 for Team Hawk, Foreign Legend, as well as Team SMG. Esports, they got themselves 3 pointers with R2K, Homeboys, Geek Fam, as well as MAB. Meanwhile, 15 to 16 is only going to be securing 1 point apiece, and that's going to be U2 Alliance as well as Almighty, where they got into some early trades, and that didn't benefit either side of the team. But take a look at this, though. This is basically the highest numbers being shown by Team Genex's very own Long Skur, where he had 5 eliminations and he did not miss the mark majority of the time. It was down to those tight compound skirmish inside of El Azhar that have led them to a 2nd place finish. But overall, you can see that if the enemies don't have any sort of armor or even helmet, he could possibly take down 8 players or even 9 in particular. That's 897 damage being done. And if he's just only contributing 33% overall, that's just like, what, 0.01%? Just give it to that guy already. So you can see the rest of the Nexus, they're in the perfect shape as of now. Today, we're seeing topsy-turvy movements throughout the weekly rankings, and currently at the top, it's going to be Axis Esports Club that's going to be securing themselves 54 points, 53, just 1 point behind. It's Team Genexus, while SEM9 is trailing behind them, coming up with 40 points of their own. KHI Esports, they now fall to the 4th position, but there's still 1 more game for them to prove, so we hope to see them back up there again. 32 for Dingo's Esports. Meanwhile, RTK will slide down to the 6th position with 29 points. 26 for Team Hawk, that remains the same, while MAB, that started off strong, they didn't really have the smoothest of cruise with 25 points, still intact. 20 points for Team Boss Group, while Evos makes it to the top 10 with only 19 points. They did sit out one of the matches, so we'll be seeing them again on the final battle inside of Arangel. While heading to the 2nd part of the ladder, we have Foreign Legend here, 19 points being shared across along with Geek Fam on 12. RSG, they did have some great performance, all thanks to Small Boy & Co. They move up to the 13th spot. 17 will be for U2 Alliance, while Taba NC as well as Team Secret, they have themselves 16 points. Clutch Gorilla with 12, 8 points each for Homeboys as well as Almighty. SMG, however,